Hi, I'm Melissa Conway, and I'm going to talk to you today about my experiences in examining digitized manuscripts of Dante's Commedia that are available online, experiences that led to two projects, as well as some discoveries about the pros and cons of working in the digital environment. I'm going to cover myself up now because I want you to focus on the manuscripts I'm going to show. As I touch upon these topics, I will be leading you through a pilgrimage of some of the fully digitized and full-color surrogates I discovered online during, and frankly, because of, the COVID-19 quarantine. One of the discoveries I made while producing this video, however, was that 5 minutes is a lot shorter than I realized, so I have here only a sampling of the more than 50 digitized manuscripts I've been able to examine so far. While a few manuscripts are firmly dated, most others are not. Of course, they can always be dated based on script, artistic style, orthographical variations in the text, and the internal evidence, but very few of the Commedia manuscripts I found were subjected to that level of analysis. While originally intended to focus my research on the later, more artistically accomplished manuscripts, like this Vatican manuscript shown here, all that changed when my research trip to Italy for the summer of 2020 was canceled due to the coronavirus. But during my digital explorations, when I disciplined myself to examine every leaf of every available manuscript, illustrated or not, I developed a deeper appreciation for these earlier, less artistically polished manuscripts. I began to see real artistic sophistication in these works, as in this example, in which the artist, however limited his skills, manages to convey a great deal of drama in Dante's fearful hesitancy and Virgil's calm command as he leads Dante out of the format of the initial N and into the text itself. As I examined one manuscript after another online, I became convinced of the importance of paying more attention to these less artistically polished manuscripts that have been largely omitted from earlier studies. They're important, first of all, because they're witnesses to the early and wide distribution of Dante's poem across class lines. They're important because a more intense examination of the artwork within these manuscripts could provide additional clues to dating and localizing more precisely a sizable corpus of manuscripts. And they're important because many of these manuscripts, illustrated by historiated initials opening the canticles, are the work of highly skilled artists. As in this example, by ignoring these manuscripts, we may be missing the work of some of the same artists who worked on those more deluxe manuscripts. The first project that arose from the pandemic and is now underway is a guide I plan to publish to all the digital surrogates of the Commedia scattered across the internet. This guide will include illustrated and unillustrated manuscripts. The guide will have links to manuscripts as well as an analysis of the strength of each platform's presentation, such as the ability to download images, the possibility to examine thumbnails, the ease or the difficulty of navigation. Such a guide will be useful to students and scholars of Dante in various disciplines and will save them much time and effort in locating these resources. My more expansive project to explore dozens of manuscripts illustrated solely with historiated initials will have to wait until I can travel again. While there are more digitized manuscripts of the Commedia available than I would ever have dreamed, the discrepancies in metadata and quality of digitization make working solely in a digital environment challenging. In addition, the vast majority of manuscripts of the Commedia are not yet digitized and are unlikely to be digitized soon. That means the kind of comprehensive study I envision is currently impossible without in-person access to manuscript repositories. But this does not discount the convenience of being able to work on manuscripts whenever I want and for as long as I want, and to be able to download, cut and paste, enlarge and minimize images, and compare images side by side. All of that is a great advantage, especially marvelous to those of us who remember research before digitization. My gratitude to all the repositories and initiatives that have made digital research possible is and will remain boundless. Thanks for listening, and many thanks to the Schoenberg Symposium for this opportunity.